So let's do some basic stuff. A few of her assumptions go down the drain. He's got some attack scaling. One nice thing though is she is going to be one hell of a driver for Lauma, right? For Lauma burst, because this is 3 hits and it happens 6 times. So it is 18. But okay, base attack is kind of high, 344. Now, instead of Singto, we'll probably do something else since we don't fucking need blooms. What do we do? Yulon, I guess? Dude, what the fuck? Her Q is so bad, bro. What the hell? That is awful. That's like DPS loss type bait. Bro, this is okay. Oh, I even forgot the fucking 10% increase to charge attacks, did I? I did. So each stack is 10, so you'll be at 30. But is it 30 Lunar Bloom damage or is it 30% multiplicative scaling? For now, I'll assume it's multiplicative because it kind of reads like it is. I think it's 30 for her normal dendro damage. Damage dealt by Nefer's Phantasm Performance. Phantasm Performance is all of this, so I don't think so. I think it applies to everything. Now, does it apply as damage percent or as multiplicative? No clue. Oh, by Nefer's Phantasm Performance. So I guess it could just not apply to the ones on the shade. But if that's the case, then it's completely worthless. Nah, that's just pathetic if that's the case. Because it would mean that that whole fucking mechanic is just 30 damage percent. 1k DPS. What the fuck? There's no shot it's that, man. No shot they're adding 17 lines of text for 1k DPS. There's no way. It has to also apply to the shades. Another dead on arrival. I mean, this doesn't look dead on arrival, you know? But I might have some stuff wrong. Are the cons benefiting from bursting? That's a good question. Base damage of Lunar Bloom increased by 60% for EM. This effect is also boosted by Veil of Falsehood. Okay, yeah. This says Lunar Bloom reactions caused by Nefer's Phantasm Performance. But Nefer's Phantasm Performance do not cause Lunar Bloom reactions. It's the shades, which means when they say Nefer's Phantasm Performance, it has to include the shades. 100%, it has to. Because otherwise the wording would be different. I mean, they could also just be lying in the kit. They've done this before. But from the wording, you can deduce that it should work. But I still don't know if it's Lunar Bloom damage or multiplicative. I feel like if it's multiplicative, she's probably too good. So I think I'm just gonna assume it's Lunar Bloom damage for now. Will C2 Nilo be the best Hydro option? Yeah, probably. Or Silverac, I guess. C2. Anyways, this is just 60 more emotion value on each hit. Alright, so 180 per E. So this is, with the assumptions I have right now, C0, and then C1 would be plus 180, 20k DPS. Okay, that is a normal C1, I think. Enhances the effect of her passive, extends Veil of Falsehood duration by 5 seconds, and increases its stack limit to 5. So it's causing Phantasm Performance to deal up to 150% of its original damage. What? Is that just repeating what they just said, I think? When Nefer unleashes her skill, she will instantly gain 2 stacks. Additionally, when you gain 5 stacks, you get an additional 200 EM. So this would be C1, and then C2, if it's 200 EM and 20% here, I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, is it plus 100? My bad. And then plus 20% Lunar Bloom? I think it's just a multiplicative thing. But if it's that, then she's broken. Unless I'm missing something. I'm a little confused at this point. Remember Lauma nuke? I mean, I think this is implying that at 5 stacks, 50% increased damage, Phantasm Performance deals 150% of its original damage, which is implying that it's multiplicative. Bonfi Calcs are at 106k. Yeah, I'm at 126, so I don't know. Although I haven't changed this shit. Need to change the rest of the team. Her personal damage is at 103k, so something's definitely, yeah, this is fine, this is fine. I don't think pretty much anything changes for her. We don't really want to use Verdant Dew on her. We just tap, we don't hold. We could hold, probably, but it's gonna make things annoying. Not worth it. So this one's fine. No, it's not. It's not times 12, it's times 7. Have you calculated with Bennett? It's gonna be complete dog. Her attack scalings are terrible. What percentage of her damage is lunar? 90%. Why is Nahida on the team? 250 EM is a lot. Is she 126k at C0? We're not done. We didn't adjust everything. This was Fab Nahida, and now Yulon. Oh man, the fact that her skill has 2 charges is fucking insane, by the way, because it allows you to do rotations shorter than 18 seconds, right? Because you enter your first skill, you put it on cooldown. It's like Navia, where you can do a 3E rotation. You can do the same shit with Nefer, but you can also, instead of doing a 3E rotation, do like a 17 or a 16 second rotation. Anyways, Yulon! So we're gonna have HP instead of attack. How many charge attacks per E? It's only 1. It's 3. 3 charge attacks per E. He's at 98k. Well, I'm clearly at way higher, so we're gonna have to figure it out. 14,450. HP percent would be 46. No, she goes 5 and ER stands. So 18, 20 from subs, 5k HP. Yeah, we go 5, right? Yeah, we go 5. HP goblet. Could be HP, could be damage. Doesn't really matter. What sets did I have here? I think I had this on Emblem. Is that right? I think that is right. Wow, this Yulon character sucks ass. My god. Let's look at I know instead. Base attack 242, attack percent 10%, flat attack 350. And then we get Tav, which is 454 base, I think, for Greatsword. Unless I'm an idiot. I'm probably an idiot. I am, but not in this case. Do you even care about Fav? Honestly, not really. Like, I guess your Lauma burst is important, and so is your Nahida burst, but your Nefer burst is fucking dog shit. It's so bad. Forest Regalia. You're right. We can do Forest Regalia. That's smart. 565. Okay. EM. Bro, I'm gonna be so for real with you guys right now. I'm gonna just make Aino's DPS 1, because she's not doing shit. And then we can add every other rotation, so 60 EM from half uptime Forest Regalia, 80 from Aino C1, and 35 Lunar Bloom damage from Aino C6. And that's 126k. Is something wrong? Am I forgetting something? Don't you lose a non-cry resonance? Nope. Nahida's activating it. Right, this is her base attack. This is her craftable attack. 20% attack, 200 flat attack. EM, 200 base, weapon, double EM main stat, 2-piece set bonus, Dendro resonance, 4 EM substat rolls, the non-cry support set, Nahida's burst, Nefer's 100 EM steroid, half uptime Forest Regalia, Aino C1, Nefer and Lauma passives, craftable weapon, Race's resonance, 2 artifact sets, Aino C6, damage percent on Q, but it's not like it fucking matters. Then Great Ascension, main stat, substats, set bonus, Lauma 40% bonus. EM Lunar Bloom is EM times EM multiplier Lunar Bloom times crit multiplier. Yeah, that makes sense. A Lauma proc is Lauma's EM times scaling times crit multiplier. That also makes sense. We're assuming 30%. Like, this is like a big assumption. I don't know how real that is. Humphrey is lower because he removed burst. Bro, you want to see what happens when I remove burst? He goes from 126k to 117k. It's still fucking pretty good. If you apply Aino C6, I did, yes. Does she actually use the 18 stacks? She does. Because she does 6 charge attacks, 3 charge attacks per E, 2 E's, and each charge attack hits 3 times for Lunar Bloom damage. Isn't Proto Ember Nahida more realistic? I think right now she's on Fav. Proto Ember is literally the same stats as Fav. And I haven't done a full ER calc anyways, because you're probably overloaded on ER on everyone anyways. But like, man, that's 120k personal DPS. That's not okay. Like, that's Maweka, almost. And that's pre-Columbina. 2 possibilities. 3 possibilities. 1, I got something wrong. Maybe this is not 30% multiplicative. It's just 30, like, Lunar Bloom percent, whatever. 2, she gets gutted. This is pre-beta. I think that's the most likely outcome. 3, non-card power creep is fucking off the rails already. Because, like, you guys need to understand, okay? She does not take 18 seconds to do this, and she can start her next rotation before her cooldowns are back. Because what locks her to 18-second rotation is her skill cooldown, but her skill has charges. So you can borrow from your next rotation, right? I know cooldowns are 14, right? Nahida cooldown, 14. Lauma cooldown, 15. So, like, assuming you don't do more than, like, 3-4 rotations, you can probably get away with, like, 15-second rotations, 150k DPS. So, something's wrong. So, bro, something's wrong. Laumaless? You want to see Laumaless? Sure. What do we do instead of Lauma? Baizhu? Sure, let's look at Baizhu. Why not? Baiju's personal DPS is gonna be fucking nothing, but we're gonna pretend that Lauma's still there. Why not? For the personal DPS, it's gonna be a bit less, but 3k doesn't fucking matter anyway, so it's fine. Okay, what do we lose? We lose. What do we lose? We lose 40 CV. We lose the Lauma thing. We lose the shred, and we gain EM multiplier. Where the fuck is Baizhu, man? There he is. How much is it? I don't even remember if you cap it. Of course, it's not fucking included here. Stupid. Lunar Bloom. Oh, let's say 40k, but 28%. This is gone as well. You get 28%. Alright. Okay. I got stuff that was very different, by the way. What do your stats look like? Actually, it might just be because of this. Actually, this probably makes it both, yeah. If I do Yulon plus no 30% damage, anyways, we're gonna need some more info on this to be sure. But if this is indeed just a straight up fucking times 1.3, this character is outright broken. Like, fucked up broken. And also, fucking worthless without Lauma. Like, this is probably the most reliant I've ever seen a character be on another. Like, worse than Skirk? Way worse than Skirk. I highly doubt it's 1.3. It's not noted as reaction increase, and Lunar Bloom isn't affected by general damage percent. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be damage percent. It seems to be just a multiplier increase. Because it was a C1, right? Yeah. The base damage for Lunar Bloom reactions caused by Nefer's Phantasm performance is increased by 60% of her EM. But Nefer's Phantasm performance does not do Lunar Bloom damage. What does Lunar Bloom damage is the shades Phantasm Performance. Which means the phrase Nefer's Phantasm Performance includes both the ones from Nefer and the ones from the Shade. Otherwise, this would literally do nothing. So with the understanding that Nefer's Phantasm Performance is something that includes the Lunar Bloom damage, we can read the effect, which is each stack of Veil of Falsehood increases the damage dealt by Nefer's Phantasm Performance by 10%. But it applies to the whole thing, the ones from Nefer herself and the ones from the Shade. One of them scales with damage percent, the other one scales with Lunar Bloom damage. So that can't really work. If it's damage percent, it's only going to apply to one of them. If it's Lunar Bloom damage, it's only going to apply to the other. You know what would apply to both? Just an outright times 1.3 multiplier. And something that supports this even more is specification on the C2, which says increase its stack limit to 5 and cause Phantasm Performance to deal up to 150% of its original damage. If each stack is 10 and at 5 you can do 150, then it means that, well, at 3 you'll do 130. And when stuff mentions its original damage, usually it's multiplicative. How big of a difference does it make? This is if it's multiplicative. This is if it's Lunar Bloom percent. 15k DPS difference. Tiny little bit. Just a tad. Nahidaless. Since she's not burst reliant, Nahidaless won't be a problem. Diona's gonna be the same fucking amount. I guess uptime will kind of suck ass. Could Sucrose be better? You'd probably still care about the energy for Lauma, so not really. Why not use Fingso? Because this character can do rotations of 18 seconds, sometimes even less than 18 seconds. Did I fuck something up? TDDS, Tenacity, Kokomi. This character, okay, this is the current number. I will give Nefer 5,000 attack. We gain 10% team DPS. Do you really think TDDS is gonna do fucking anything? It will not. How would Farina plus Diona do here? Why the fuck would you use Farina? Damage percent is ass. Attack is ass. Just build EM. Need more EM. All of the EM.
Deuce on the loose!
Yeah!
Deuce on the loose!
Deuce on the loose!